Network Entertainment.
Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Kaya Pa Ba with Baus Rufo. And today I am with Leland Lim.
Hello.
So, TikTok famous comedian.
Parang hindi pa.
TikTok famous ka na.
Okay,
I like, take the compliment.
Okay.
And one of just like my favorite comedians. Totoo! Anyway, this is not about that. This is not about me complimenting you this episode. Today, I think you're gonna like this topic. We are going to talk about resignation.
Resignations.
So, siguro tinatanong nyo, bakit resignation at bakit si Leland? Well, as of this recording, ilang araw ka palang walang trabaho?
I think, kailan ba ako nandito? Last week.
Oh.
Last week.
So 6-7 days.
ako. Mga 6. 1 week.
1
Mga
week.
ganyan.
Congratulations. 1 week.
Salamat. Hindi ko alam kung dapat ako i-congratulate.
Okay.
Pero I think it's a good thing that I'm trying out this sort of mag-all-in. At least sa different branches ng comedy. So,
Correct.
You know.
So, but technically, you resigned from a job because you have transitioned into being a fuller-time comedian, I guess.
Well, pero if I'm being honest, secondary siya eh.
oh.
Yung primary reason ay nagka-health scare ako talaga.
Oh,
I think
perfect. Hindi ko to alam.
Hindi mo to
Okay,
alam.
well, here we will tell us the health scare.
Okay, so I was working sa advertising.
Advertising din po siya, FYI.
Yes. So, nag-start ako mag-advertising 2016 hanggang this year, 2025. So, parang magte-10 years na yun. Diba? Sige, clap. So, yung lifestyle kasi ng advertising ay eye roll na lang
Correct.
tayo.
Alam na yun ng mga listeners natin. Okay.
So, OT, ganyan. But, I loved it. Still love it, sorry. Still love the craft that is, creative advertising. But, nagkaroon ako ng health scare. Multiple health scares.
Why am I
Dahil-
only finding out about this ngayon, Bleche?
Kasi hindi siya worth, talking about it. Parang, anyway.
Okay.
So, OT, kasi when you get promoted sa advertising, it's not like the work is gonna, be less heavier.
Correct.
It's gonna pile up. So, the more you get promoted, the more work they will hand out to you. So, that's what happened. Nagpile up. Hindi naman din kasalanan ng mga tao.
Correct.
It's just really the nature.
Correct.
Then, dumating sa point na hindi na nakakatulog. Tapos hindi pa rin tapos. It's become a daily thing. Even my teammates, concerned na rin sila. Ako din, concerned ako sa kanila eh. Diba? So, it's really the nature of the industry. And, nagpa-check up ako. Na-ER ako eh. Ng madaling araw.
Wait, sorry, naging tell-all siya bigla. Okay.
Sa 5 a.m. I'm not scaring people Masaya sa advertising. Hindi ko alam kung ano sinasabi sa inyo ni Baus. Pero, ayun. So, sabi ko, okay, Doc, ano meron? Bakit ako nahihilo? Tsaka madaling araw, nagising ako dahil nahihilo ako. Pwede pala yun. So, it was a combination of vertigo and intermittent migraine.
Wow.
Intermittent meaning, anytime pwede siya mag-occur. Pwedeng pagod ka, pwedeng hindi. So, pinabawasan yung screen time ko from 24 hours a day. Hindi, joke lang. From...
Gago.
Okay. So, from I think 14 hours. Basta kaharap mo laptop mo buong araw, di ba? Sinubtract niya. Tapos yung lumalabas, sinasabi niya, 2 to 3 hours a day lang dapat yung screen time. So, sabi ko, hindi naman pwede yun, Doc. Di ba? Paano makikita ng pera?
Correct.
Then, sabi ko, baka I need to change my lifestyle. So, that's what really pushed me. Secondary yung love ko for stand-up.
Wow.
Yun. So, to me, is this a win-win? Is this a blessing in disguise para ma-pursue ko yung stand-up ng 100%. Kasi ang dami na natin nagagawa stand-up.
Correct.
Diba? I mean, lagi tayo magkasama.
Aha.
Basically, last year din.
Aha.
So, what more kung buong araw ko, doon ko ilalaan?
Correct. So, it was a wake-up call pala more than
Parang,
anything.
as much as I love my craft, eto hindi to bulaan. Like, I really love yung writing
Yeah.
in an advertising sense. So, parang, yun.
Wow. Anyway, wala pa po kaming 5 minutes. Medyo ganun na agad.
Oh, ganun tayo dito.
Okay.
First 5 minutes that ma-retain lahat ng nakikinig.
Oh my God. No, sobrang medyo na-trigger ako sa sinabi mo kasi ang medyo signal ko naman when I resigned was nagigising rin ako in the middle of the night. Pero I guess it's nowhere near yung sayo na you were in pain dahil nagigising ka. Yung akin kasi parang nagtatako bakit alert na alert pa rin ako kahit nagawa ko na lahat ng tasks ko. I feel like I'm worrying about something that's not there. Pero yung sayo, it's totally different.
Minsan kasi, kailangan overthinker ka din pag nasa advertising.
Yeah.
Kung ano man role mo, kahit HR ka man, na wala ka masyadong dapat kinalaman sa advertising, mag-overthink ka
Yeah.
Yun talaga yung nature niya Okay ba yung kliyente natin? Okay ba yung mga creatives natin? Okay. Diba?
Correct. My God. So again, I think I referred to this in the Q&A episode that you also have to listen to your body. I think your body will show you clear signs kapag talagang medyo hindi na natin kailangan tiisin to at yun po ang ating sunod na evidence as shared ni Leland. But, thank you for sharing that. Medyo naloka ako dun. But it's great that you brought up yung point na you still love the work. I mean,
Sobra.
you were there for 9 years and ako rin, ganun rin ako sa advertising na I was there for 9 years. I love the work pero yung construct and yung culture of the overworking was the one that really made me tap out.
To.
Diba?
Tapos ngayon, ang yaman mo na. Diba?
Oh, well, I am not gonna beat the Allen. No, I'm kidding. I'm okay. Okay, so it's great that you mentioned na you really loved the advertising work. I mean, you were there for close to a decade.
Yeah.
So, I guess, meron bang parts of you now kind of grieving the loss of that big love?
Oo naman.
Aha.
Kasi, I'm not gonna lie. It's really because of the teammates na naiwan. Kasi umalis ako na line manager na So parang I was handling creatives, siguro mga 8 creatives.
Wow.
Na, alam mo, ang sarap sa feeling na ikaw yung naghuhubog sa next generation of young creatives. Although young pa naman ako.
Okay.
But yun yung nami-miss kong part, yung mentorship. Na parang, oy, wag mo yan gawin kasi ito mangyayari dyan. So, try mo to. Ganyan. So, that's what I am really missing right now. But, suffice it to say na hindi ko naman yun ipagpapalit siguro sa health.
Oo naman. Parang hindi naman talaga dapat.
So, yeah, still friends. That's why it's important that you don't, burn bridges.
Amen.
So, parang, para pag may pera. Hindi, joke lang. Joke lang. So, ayun.
So, obviously, this recent departure that you had sa last organization is because of health reasons. A big part of it, health reasons. Pero can you pinpoint other times wherein when you resigned, ano yung mga naging reason for resigning mo in the, in the evolution sense, in the outgrowing your older self sense?
Reasons. Siguro, apart from what I've mentioned kanina, yung fire ko talaga to pursue our craft.
Correct.
Stand-up. I've been a fan since high school. Dad ko yung nag-introduce sa akin ng stand-up comedy. And before, hindi ko pa alam na it's art. I thought it was just, performance lang yan. They do this once in a while. I didn't know na it's a lifestyle. So, as I grew older, parang doon ko na-realize na pwede siyang gawin. And then, fell in love with it. First time I stepped on stage, I got a few laughs. Kasi may magic kasi pag first time mo, diba? For some reason, parang makakakuha ka ng tawa.
Correct.
I'm not saying na lahat ganun
Correct.
Pero,
wag na po kayong mag-stand up. Dadami po yung kalaban namin sa show. Okay.
yung show, 3 hours na So, marami pang art dyan. Hindi, joke lang. So, ayun, parang really love talaga for the craft.
Got it.
It's the only reason. And hope, natutuwa ako na may income siya. May
Yes.
income na associated doon sa art natin.
Correct.
Kasi it wasn't like this before.
Yes.
As you know. Hindi siya ganun ka-booming. I wouldn't say it's booming now. I say it's starting to become mainstream. Yung stand-up.
So what I'm hearing is that when you the more you pursued advertising and then when you eventually did stand up, like one informed the other.
Good question.
Did it not?
It's almost as if I was doing the same thing.
Correct. Which I think is such a gift because you keep thinking or you keep hearing people's stories of like, I have a 9 to 5 and then pero meron akong iba pang pinapursue na medyo malayo.
Malayo.
But I guess to have them be so symbiotic.
Yes.
When did you realize na actually gift to have both kasi magkasabay sila ng trajectory?
The first year that I did stand-up consistently. Because hindi ako ganito consistent before. Like, first time ko siya tinry every other month ko siyang ginagawa. Pero when the pandemic hit, 2020, nagkaroon ng online open mics. Diba? So doon, may trabaho ako nun. Advertising. Correct. Writer pa ako nun. So, ginagawa ko sila both. And then, na-realize ko, holy shit, pareho lang yung sa creatives pareho lang yung line of thinking, yung creative process ng stand-up, pati ng pagbuo ng idea.
Yeah.
And it's because you're all coming from different perspective, different observations, insights. Di ba mabuo ka ng software advertising employees na creatives din. Pag mabuo ka ng manifesto, naghahanap ka ng insight, diba?
Correct.
You need to deliver the idea by going through, the insights, the observations, the examples, up to your punchline. Na in advertising, creative big idea.
Correct.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
Mas maikli lang sa atin.
Correct.
So setup, punchline.
Yeah.
Insight, tagline.
Correct. Yeah.
Ganun siya.
I brought it up because a lot of the listeners here, they're trying to branch out or maybe like, what is that something that I'm looking for na hindi ko pa alam kung ano. One place you can actually start is ano yung medyo efficient gawin.
Totoo.
Diba?
Kumbaga, marirealize mo rin kasi na nasa trabaho kang hindi mo masyadong gusto pag yung pinapassion project mo sa gilid ay sobrang layo sa ginagawa mo sa umaga.
Yeah.
So yung 9 to 5 mo, if for example lang, banker ka.
Hindi magnakaw ka ng pera sa bangko, madali lang efficient.
Diba? Huwag ka mag-stand up. Ba't ka? So ang layo.
Yeah.
So there's this friend, friends din kayo nito. Banker siya before. And then nagsistand up siya sa gabi. So hindi niya talaga gusto yung banking.
Correct.
And gets ko kasi yung passion project mo, art Diba? Art form, performance. Tapos sa umaga nagpepera ka. Ang layo ng dalawa. Although meron ka makukuhang insight sa pagbabangko sa stand-up mo. Pero to me, it's not enough. That's why to me, 50-50 ako lagi. Nung may trabaho pa ako sa advertising na, shit, hindi ko to kayang iwan hanggang sa tumanda ako. Even sa mga office mates before, boss, sinasabi ko na, hindi. It's not either or.
Yeah.
I need to have them both in my life.
Correct. Kaya rin ako, I think, easily naka-transition to content creating because dahil alam ko na yung proseso sa advertising of like doing a print ad or a post, medyo na-breakdown ko yung isang dating lofty idea into steps. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, take stock of like, ano ba yung skills na nabibigay sa'yo nung current job mo and hanapin, i-pair mo lang yun sa iba and then baka it heads there.
Kaya magaling si boss mag-market ng sarili niya Kasi galing siya sa accounts, di ba?
Yes, actually, I would think that's the reason why. Kasi like medyo, I was on the other side of things so therefore,
very accounts ka magsalita on stage.
Even now, ganun pa rin naman ata. But, you do you, sabi nga nila. Pero mabalik lang tayo sa usapang resignation. So, the passion for advertising is what drove you. That's really good. Did you have to negotiate with the people around you when you had to resign from a job? I ask that from the sense na yung huling job kasi na pinag-resignan ko, I prolonged it because like, paano yung bills? And then sinabi sa akin ng partner ko na kung kailangan mo talaga magpahinga, ako na muna ang bahala. Take the time. So parang, how did you negotiate a decision that big with people who are very, very involved in how you lived your life?
So, hindi ko alam kung selfish yung ginawa ko.
Aha.
Hindi ko naman sinabi na one day, wala na ang trabaho. Hindi ko alam gagawin, pero let's see. Medyo impractical yun.
Correct.
So, sa akin, dahan-dahan. Years, Hindi siya all of a sudden, next month, paano kung nag-resign ako? Okay lang ba yun sa ating lahat? So, unti-unti, iniisip ko, I'm living with my partner right now. So, syempre, bills, ganyan. Sabi ko, pagka ba nag-resign ako, paano ba tawag doon? Mabibigay ba nung branches ng income sa comedy yung nakukuha ko sa day job ko ngayon? So, kinompute ko, syempre, of course, hindi ganun ka, hindi same amount yung makukuha ko. For now.
For now.
Pero, may vision kasi ako na if I do it, kunyari, 9 to 5 trabaho mo, di ba? If 9 to 5 ako maghahanap ng gig, if 9 to 5 ako hahanap ng income, sa art form na to, kung ano man yan,
correct.
show, stand-up, hosting, blah, 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 feeling ko kakayanin.
Yeah.
So, mas yung pinangahawakan ko, yung confidence na binibigay ko sa mga tao around me, ay nakabase sa confidence ko sa craft na to.
Yes.
At sa vision ko na hindi, kaya, papasok yan.
Correct.
If you bang on that door, sabi nga ni Kobe, long enough, it will open.
Gets.
So, pag hindi, di balikan nyo tong episode na to. Tapos, so yun. Pero, going back to answer your question, yung mga tao sa paligid ko, they were very supportive. Especially my partner. It helps a lot pag, kunyari, in a relationship ka, tapos yung partner mo yung nagsasabi na, hindi kaya yan. Tulungan kita.
Ganda naman nun. Marinig yung hindi kaya yan. Yeah. So, what I'm hearing is that you built the confidence to take a calculated risk.
Yes.
Diba?
Calculated. Dapat
Correct.
strategic ka.
Diba? Kasi parang, we all think na, I'm gonna pursue my heart's desires and then just bahala na because pag sinunod ko naman yung puso ko, everything falls into place. But it's never like that actually. When I think of the critical times na I transitioned into a more creative expression, it's always like maliit na adjustment yung ginawa ko.
Paano?
Before, I don't know, like kunyari, when I resigned from my last 9 to 5, bago ako umalis, nagpila na ako ng mga consulting gigs para pagdating nung first day ko of freelancing, I'm working on something na. So I guess what I'm hearing from you is, you're obviously, yes, health reasons, but also, if it were another like scenario, if walang ibang naghihintay, you could argue na maybe it wouldn't have stopped you from resigning.
Yes.
Diba?
To me, yung health scare na yon, hindi ako mapamahing tao eh. Pero, I took it as a sign. Na parang, okay, opportunity siya kasi my body is telling me to stop what you're doing sa 9 to 5 mo. And then, maybe try to, alam mo yung parang teaser siya. Tinitease ka kung ano mang spiritual thing.
Correct.
Kung ano, hindi ko alam sinasabi ko na, pero I hope that naiintindihan yung lahat. Na, gawin mo kaya yung isa. Kasi mas hindi nakakapagod yun eh. Saka mas gusto mo yun. Alam mo yun, ginaganon ka niya.
Yeah.
So, yun.
Yes.
I took it as a sign.
Yeah.
Although hindi ako ganong tao.
And ang maganda rin kasi dito, this is happening now that you are in your, how old are you? Late 20s?
29.
29. Which I feel like, if you already lived a life for a decade as someone else, parang it's time to just open up a new chapter.
Yeah.
And, diba? I think yun din naman yung beauty sa ating mga millennials right now na parang we can customize our lives. Not, I mean, because yung parents ko, like, nag-work sila buong buhay nila. Hanggang ngayon nagtatrabaho sila.
Talaga?
Yeah. And parang, okay, how do I improve on that way of living? So, I think 9-10 years at something is already parang,
Yeah.
that's a lot of life experience already.
Sabi ni si Gladwell, si Malcolm Gladwell.
Si Atomic Habits ba to? Siya ba yun?
Siya ba-
Si
Atomic
7 something.
Yung-
Basta, oo.
Basta sa mga libro niya, sabi niya, 10,000 hours daw yung kailangan mo gawin para gumaling ka sa
Yes.
something. Di ko alam kung siya original nun.
Yeah.
Pero, ilan ba yun? 10,000 hours, ilang years ba yun?
Correct.
Siguro more than 10. Ang bobo ko sa math kaya ako nag-creative. So, kayo na lang bahala. So, sa akin, I think enough na yun.
Yeah.
Yung 10 years.
Yeah.
9 to 10 years.
Yeah. Actually, buti na mention mo yung 10,000 hours because medyo naniniwala ako doon na eventually yung mastery will be something accessible to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've only been doing stand-up for 3 years and nakakamiss lang yung certainty ko dati sa advertising na pag pumasok ako sa any room, alam kong makokontrol ko yung outcome ng isang meeting kasi nakailang flop na ako na meeting, ilang beses na ako nasabon ng kliyente. So alam ko na how to grab a situation by the balls and kind of have it to my favor. Sa stand-up, malayo pa ako dun. Kasi nakikita ko like the more seasoned ones na tipong medyo parang Jedi Master na sila.
Oo.
Na parang medyo nakakamiss lang yung ganong feeling of being certain about this is gonna go well because I'm here.
Well, it only means na mataas yung ceiling mo pa.
Yes.
Kasi now, 3 years ka pero nakapag-sold out kayo theater ni Isa, di ba?
Aha. Oh,
So,
yes.
The draw is there.
Aha.
Na hindi mo na, sinabi ko na to sa'yo last week
I
Di ba?
know.
Sa green room. Parang if mag-show ka, the good problem to have is wala ka pang sapat na material.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi growth yun sa craft mo eh. Yung hindi mo na poproblemahin is the people buying tickets.
I hope, yeah.
Which is the primary problem of a lot of comedians sa atin ngayon.
Got it.
Na ang hirap magbenta ng ticket pero ready na ako, may 2 hours of tight material na ako dito. 'Di ba? Pero hindi sila makadraw. Mas mahirap 'yun di ko sinasabing madali yung stand-up part. Pero with your talents, parang madali mo na mapupunahan yung material na okay, kung meron kang 30 minutes ngayon, madali na yung 1 hour kasi alam mo na yung gagawin mo. 3 years na
Yeah.
So, sa akin, kumbaga, it's only a matter of time.
Okay. Well, not to make this like a stand-up podcast, but like, because I think the mastery of it all, you have this unique timing of when you left corporate, you've somehow mastered another skill already.
Yes.
Which helps in the calculated risk of it all.
Yeah.
Diba?
Ganda nun.
Oo.
Kumbaga, I think for people listening din and watching, yun din yung siguraduhin nyo. If ever meron kayong passion project na in your mind, yun talaga yung gusto mong gawing career, huwag ka lang biglang mag-let go.
Yeah.
Make sure na magaling ka na dun sa passion project mo before ka mag-let go dun sa primary source of income mo. Kasi if puro passion ko talaga to eh. Kung wala ka pang skill, wala kang mapapala pa. Matatagalan ka, maghihirap ka ng matagal. Promise. So, masterin mo muna. Huwag ka munang kumawala dun sa day job mo. Masterin mo yung passion project mo. And then, pag sobrang galing mo na, nakakuha ka ng traction, compliments from other people, notable people, maybe that's a sign na, sige, pursue mo kaya yan. Para meron kang panghahawakan.
Yeah.
Diba?
And I think, getting some education for that passion project and then some form of sharpening of the skills is a long-term move because what you don't want to happen is you make that jump and then on your first few months you realize I really kind of overestimated and underestimated parts of this. So therefore, I will just go back. So parang the timing of it all is very important.
Yeah. So, if I may add din, okay, kung naisip mo ngayon na, okay, sige nga, try ko nga itong passion project ko, feeling ko magaling na ako dito, blah, blah, blah. Tapos tinry mo, don't expect na it's gonna be an easy transition.
Oh, yes.
Na parang kahit gaano ka kagaling, tapos pinakawalan mo yung day job mo to pursue another passion, it will take time. Ngayon, kinakabahan ako eh. Like, kinakabahan ako if enough yung ma-earn ko for the next few months eh. in order to sustain my lifestyle.
Correct.
Like, simpleng bills, pinag-iisipan ko eh. Like, the amount doesn't matter kung malaki, mababa. Kailangan mong i-calculate kung ano yung matitira sa beginning part.
Sa beginning part.
So, hopefully, in the next few months, you get the ball rolling and, may pumasok na, another source of income na pwede mo i-sustain.
A healthy exercise to sort of make you more informed about transitioning into a new career is picture yourself working even more, sleeping a little less, only temporarily to pursue that. And then if you feel like hindi, sige, i-go mo pa rin, then maybe that's a go signal for yourself. Yeah. Because when you're freelancing, I tell people, I quit my 9 to 5, but I now work 24/7. Alam mo yun? Because like you're always on the lookout for the next opportunity.
And you know what's good about that is you're not working for someone else's dream anymore. Kaya ka magto 24 hours eh.
Correct.
Sa'yo na siya eh. Mm-hmm. Hindi na siya sa dream ng CEO mo before.
Uh-huh.
'Di ba? Dream mo na to, dream na ni Boss to, 'di ba? Dream na ni Leland to, na dream nyo na to. Ito na yung kaya ako mag-work 24 hours kasi dapat twice as motivated ka na ngayon.
Uh-huh.
'Di ba? Career mo na to, ikaw na yung boss.
Uh-huh.
So, that's why feeling ko nagagawa mo yung 24 hours a
yes,
day.
Correct.
Uh-oh.
And ikaw rin, you are your own boss already.
Grabe yung pressure, no?
So just on the topic of mastery, I think one kind of signal of somebody mastering something is ikaw sa stand-up comedy, nakapag sold out ka na ng theater shows on your own. I guess if we were to go back in time, when you were able to pull that off, how glorious did that feel?
It felt surreal. Okay. Siguro to some people, hindi siya ganun ka big deal.
Uh-huh.
Pero to us,
Yeah.
as in, nung nagawa, kasi binibilang ko yung tickets every day.
Uh-huh.
Nung pumapalo na, sabi ko, tangina, seryoso, gusto niyo manood lahat? Akala ko, syempre, you aim for the moon all the time.
Correct.
Pero it's not always gonna land.
Yes.
Ganda nung sinabi ko. Pero during that time, sabi ko, holy shit, ganun nga, no? And it's because you are banking on yourself. Wala kang kasama sa poster.
Ikaw lang.
Ikaw lang. Kaya mas fulfilling siya.
Yeah.
As in, lalabasan ka multiple times.
You have to see this
Diba?
guy live. He is...
So,
I mean, I've been saying masterful, or mastery kanina pa, but you will watch this guy and you will know what I mean.
thank you.
Uh-huh. So, ayun lang, because I think that's another signal from the universe na tipong, okay, baka we can be a little more confident, we can be a little more ambitious with our swings.
Kasi bayag lang talaga eh.
Bayag lang talaga naman.
Natutunan ko ito kay Red eh. Na parang, kasi also, it helps if you talk to people kung nasang industry ka man, yung mga veterano na, alam na nila yung paano mag-solve. Kunyari sa atin, paano mag-theater, ganyan. And, ang common din, hindi naman common din na isang tao lang nagsabi sa akin ito. Sabi ni Red, gago bayag lang. Wala namang nag-gauge before eh. Diba? Ang gauge mo lang is yung mga shows na na-sold out mo before. Bar shows.
Yes.
Diba? So, hindi siya isang bagsakan na, okay, kaya ko na to.
Correct.
Levels pa rin.
Correct.
Kasi you need to gauge your own success.
Yeah.
As little as they may come.
Which, we go back to taking a calculated risk. Like, let's say if you're pursuing a business, like, literally, baseline everything.
Totoo.
As in, like, check nyo, if I exert this amount of effort and it gives me this much results, okay, then if I want to scale and produce 4 times more, then ganito yung effort. So, in as much as we are in a creative field, we're actually quite scientific then in making sure we achieve success.
All the time.
Right?
At least ako.
Yeah.
And ikaw, I'm sure. Kasi nagbabasa ka ng data, I'm sure. So, yun din yung natutunan ko sa day job ko.
Yes.
Yung kung paano ka mag-scan ng data, gawin mo yun sa personal career mo. Regardless kung nasan ka. There's always data out there na hindi nakikita ng ibang tao na you yourself can discover and use it to your advantage.
Yes.
Promise yan. Kahit anong industry ka. Sa creative sa atin, if you have a page, tingnan mo yung insights all the time. Ilan ba nagsishare ng content mong ganun? That means yun yung gusto nila.
Correct.
Keep doing, content like that. Keep creating. So, ganun ginagawa ko.
And maganda na sinabi mo na natutunan mo siya sa trabaho, sa advertising.
Yes.
Only because we get the sense na when you're stuck sa isang 9 to 5, I'm just wasting away. I could be using my time so much better. But actually, you will be surprised how much of an education you are going to get in a 9 to 5 when you eventually pursue something either more creative or you pursue your passion.
Yep.
Diba? Because I think working in a 9 to 5 teaches you about deadlines. Which is like, I think, magugulat ka kapag wala ka ng office, how much of a luxury someone breathing down your neck actually was.
At
diba?
having no deadlines is the scariest part.
Yeah.
Hindi mo alam kailan ka madededs eh. Like, anong deadline? Paano ka magsiset ng sarili mong deadline? Sanay ka na nagsiset ng deadline sa'yo ay ibang tao eh. Diba? Sa 9 to 5 mo. Ngayon, kung ikaw na lang mag-isa, paano yun?
Correct.
Anong deadline ko dito sa putang inang to? Diba? So, yun yung challenge.
Yes.
It's about knowing yourself na. Knowing how long it would take for you to finish a task.
Correct.
That's your deadline.
Yeah.
Pero it's a struggle, at least for me right now. Paano ko hindi ko alam eh. Ano ba yung duration nito? Hanggang saan ba yung leeway ko to make mistakes and finish something?
Tama. I guess what we're trying to say here is, as corny as it may sound, you are neither ahead or behind in the sense na you are still learning something indirectly for that passion project that you are working towards.
Wag niyong, if naiinis kayo sa day job nyo, di ba? Wag na tayo maglokohan yung iba na hindi nila gusto yung day job nila. Madami. Ano ba yung pwede nyong makuha doon? Imposibleng wala eh.
Yes.
Imposibleng wala. Meron ka makukuha sa day job mo na ma-apply mo sa other aspects of your life. So that's what I did. And to me, fortunately, it worked very efficiently. Na parang almost all aspects ng advertising natulungan ako sa stand-up ko. Even performance-wise, paano maglatag ng idea. Dati wala akong perspective in life. Nung 2 years pa lang ako nagtatrabaho sa advertising, sumaba ako stand-up, yung mga jokes ko, wala siyang pinanggagalingang may weight.
Got it.
And that's what insights talaga yung makukuha mo. Kung saan ka man nagtatrabaho, use those insights and observations. Apply to your passion project.
Kasi I guess the last thing I want people to feel is that they resent their job. When in fact, like, even if it's a job, even if it's not the thing that you would love to do the most, you can still face that day at work with some excitement knowing na, okay, ito matututunan ko dito, which, 2 to 3 years from now, I can use for the passion project. Because I think we waste so much time just like feeling, I could be somewhere better. I could be doing something else. When in fact, relax. You got it. Okay? You got it. So, dahil ikaw ay bagong resign at ang dami natin pinag-usapan in terms of like, when do you resign? And like, when wag muna? If you are to condense it into parang a tip format, ano yung sign sa tipong wag muna, na-excite ka lang? Or ano yung sign na parang, okay, very clear, all signs lead to you leaving?
Ganda nun na. Kasi feeling ko naman iba-iba sa lahat. Pero, yung number 1 common denominator ng lahat na kailangan mo itrato na yun na yung sign is if yung gusto mong gawin apart from your job ay kayang mag-provide sa'yo financially. If hindi niya kaya, wag na wag ka magre-resign.
Correct.
So, ako, admittedly, yung nakukuha ko sa day job, hindi natatouch ng stand-up yung amount na yun. For now. But that's because also, hindi ko na fulfill yung maximum capacity na kaya kong ibigay sa stand-up. So, yun yung sign nyo. If tingin nyo, calculate nyo yung earnings nyo sa passion nyo sa side. Calculate nyo, eto ba ay kaya i-sustain yung bills ko monthly? Kayang bayaran lahat without If kaya ko i-sacrifice yung lifestyle ko for a bit, kaya ko yon. Pero kaya ba niya sustain na bayaran lahat ng bills mo? I guess that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And if you yourself can adjust to a different lifestyle na hindi masyadong gastador, Starbucks mo, baka wag muna, 3-in-1 ka muna, yung mga ganyan, until you get your groove para lumapit siya dun sa nakukuha mo sa day job mo. Yun yung sign ko sa akin.
Yeah.
Financial talaga.
Financial talaga. Yeah. And, hindi namin tinatakot here because I think ultimately, we want you to take a calculated risk and gusto namin, what's waiting in the first 3 to 5 steps of when you do it. Because it's gonna be uncertain. It's gonna be uncomfortable. But you have to know that is part of it. But there are ways to, I guess, shorten that part of the transition.
Pero exciting. Kahit nakakatakot.
Exciting. So, like, when you say exciting, ngayon na, isang linggo ka na walang trabaho. When you wake up in the morning, ano na ang mga thoughts now? Apart from the, do I have enough to pay the bills?
Eto, tinulungan ako ng partner ko na gumawa ng KPIs daily, weekly, monthly, at quarterly. So, meron akong tig-3 KPIs. Alam niyo naman yan.
Correct. Key performance indicators. Okay.
So, yung daily ko, sabihin ko ba in detail?
Go
okay
if you want. Yeah.
Post sa content.
Okay.
Any content. To make sure that you're there. To make them feel that you're present. Your audience. At least sa
Yeah.
Pangalawa, try to talk to potential clients. Ano yung pwede mo makuha from them? Gig ba yan? Show ba yan? Corporate ba yan? Corporate project ba yan? Brand collaboration ba yan? Pangatlo is write new material.
Right.
Yung 3 yung daily.
Wow.
Weekly.
Nakaka-pressure naman.
Oo. Weekly naman, kailangan mabook ako ng corporate. Kasi doon yung pera.
Correct.
Corporate gig. Kailangan mag-record ng podcast, which is nakuha ko na 2 this week. So, okay na yan. At pangatlo, kailangan kong mag-engage with my audience. At least weekly.
Correct. Yeah.
So, yung monthly naman, hindi ko nasasabihin. Kasi, So, ganun yung gagawin.
Yeah.
Ginagawa ko now. Kasi, if wala akong ganun, blindly akong gagalaw every day.
Yes.
Mood-based.
Yeah.
Hindi siya pwedeng mood-based. Feeling ko gusto gumawa ng... Walang consistency, boss.
Got it.
Kailangan mo ng consistency.
And this construct of a discipline is something you can plan for, which is a good thing. 'Di ba? Para lang din, hindi yung pag-alis mo from the job, okay, what do I do? At least alam mo agad. And if you're someone, needs the framework, needs the process, needs the construct, I think this helps you build momentum sooner. So,
And natutunan ko yung lahat sa advertising. Sa day job ko.
yun na, ibalik natin.
KPIs.
Correct.
So, isipin mo, KPIs mismo yung term na ginamit ko for the things that I would do today, next week, next month, next year. So, yun. That's how you do it. That's how you merge the two worlds na kinabibilangan mo now.
Yeah. No, I love it because we're getting the perspective of someone who just transitioned, and then I'm here, I've been doing it for 3 years, and I'm affirming the principles because basically it can work, and you have to think that, it's all in your favor. And but there are measures you have to take to just make sure na you succeed. Ayun. Wow, and this, ano bang pwedeng magandang sponsor dito? Business coaching, insurance, diba?
Oo, yung mga, inspirational talkers.
Correct, diba?
Ano tawag doon?
Motivational speaker. Correct.
Motivational speakers. Mga Gary V. Gago,
The warrior is a child.
Hindi, Gary V yung Vaynerchuk ba yan? Yung motivational speaker na white guy with the square face.
So I'm thinking about a different Gary.
Pero okay din.
Pwede
kasi,
din. Inspirational rin naman siya.
Pure energy. Kailangan mo ng pure energy every day to fulfill your passion.
Correct.
Diba? Kailangan mo humataw.
Correct. Kailangan mong humataw. May makakabit ka pang isang kanta.
Kailangan mong maramdaman na yung warrior within you is a child. Kailangan niyang lumaki.
Okay. I swear, it's still worth seeing his shows. Trust me.
Nawala yung credibility ko ba na konti.
But thank you so much, Leland. I love how actionable this whole podcast is. Because I was just thinking, medyo like existential, TED Talks like terms. But framework ang binigay sa atin. So very good.
Kailangan siya pagod na ako sa pangarap mo, abutin mo type of energy. Correct. Paano yun? Hindi naman actionable yun eh. Gusto mo lang gawin yung... Hindi mo alam paano siya gagawin eh.
Yeah.
Kailangan actionable steps. Yun yung point ko lang.
I love it. Well, thank you. And then please tell where our listeners can find you.
Yeah, follow me on my socials. Instagram @ChiefLim. As Chief as in yung police, tas Lim. Pero you can just search Leland Lim, the guy na naka-black and white sa Mo's. So, yun. Sa Facebook, Leland Lim. Yung guy na nagsa-stand up. Yun, basta madali lang siya hanapin. TikTok naman, ito, please share my content on TikTok.
He's TikTok famous, guys. So, go ahead. Yeah.
Leland Lim. So, I'll be posting more content for you. Every day ako nagpo-post na ng content dahil sabi nila yun ang effective way of doing things. And ito, please lang, sana manood kayo ng shows. If you are a comedy fan or if interested kayo, don't come alone. Bring your friends kasi mas masaya tumawa pag kilala mo yung katabi mo.
True.
So, yun. At Comedy Manila. comedymanila.ph/shows. Nandun lahat ng shows namin ni Baus. And of course, follow us everywhere. Yun lang.
And you have a podcast as well?
Yung podcast ko na hindi ko pa nabubuhay, pasensya na. It's called Let Leland Lim. Available siya sa Spotify. Meron pa namang nakikinig. Nagugulat ako, biglang may nagtatag pa rin from time to time.
Pasabog.
But, I'll try to bring it back to life this year. Mas marami na akong panahon ngayon. Kailangan ko na lang ng studio. Okay dito, boss.
Okay dito, diba?
Okay dito.
Okay, diba? Okay. But thank you so much, Leland.
Thank you, boss.
And thank you to the people who made it all the way to this part of the episode. Don't forget to rate and review Kaya Pa Ba on Apple Podcast and Spotify. 5-star, please. Lagyan naman kami ng comment na maganda. Maganda ang pagkaka-bubble wrap ng episode. Something like that. Kayo na yung bahala. And then follow the page of the pod on Instagram. That is Kaya Pa Ba Pod on IG. And I will see you on the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you, boss.